Namaskara. What does Swami Vivekananda mean to me? A very important question. In fact, what Swami Vivekananda means to me is a beacon of hope, a person who's icon of fearless strength, spiritual strength, nation building, and awakening of the potential in each of the youth through service, through character building, and of course, thereby self confidence as well. My prime example that I would always want to quote upon is in terms of the way Swami Vivekananda has been able to integrate culture of our nation along with the confidence of being able to stand up in any kind of a global context or in a Indian context and make sure that whether it be the youth or whether it is the middle age or even the senior citizen are able to rally around and actually stand behind a single vision of putting our nation together, irrespective of what comes forward. His teachings have always inspired disciplined action, clarity of purpose, and also the belief that inner transformation can actually create social transformation. I mean, we have seen this happening in so many such situations. Our Prime Minister is a great example of the same. Now, Vivekananda is considered important today is because of the value-based and inclusive nationalism that is there, irrespective of whatever is happening around the country, around the world for that matter. And today, our country is standing so tall amongst the eyes of many of the other so-called developed nations should be good enough proof to say that the teachings of Vivekananda, the value-based leadership of Vivekananda, and the relevance of that teaching for today's youth is so still valid. How can our present day youth derive inspiration from his teachings and work for a resurgent Bharat? Obviously, it is through the building on character, because if there is one area that today's family structure of India is failing on, it is in terms of value based and character based education that they are able to provide their children back at home. It is not completely failing. It is only a matter of making sure that we stick to our grassroots level values that has made India what it is today. If we want to continue to be a lighthouse in the world, we need to reinvest. We need to reinvest in our family values. We need to reinvest in our youth. We need to reinvest in making sure that we keep our youth relevant for the future. Whether it is through life skills, whether it is in terms of adoption of technology, which we are anyway very good at. But what we seem to have lost the way in bits and pieces are those areas which are seemingly softer skills. And this is an area we need to really focus on. Vivekananda taught Advaita Vedanta to promote the essential unity of humanity and to help address the division, conflict, and alienation by fostering harmony, compassion, and higher consciousness. Now, I think we've got enough and more leaders in our country today who are currently being able to do a good demonstration of these values. And it is important that we continue to carry this forward. Indian youth should seriously consider studying Vivekananda and Advaita Vedanta because they offer timeless guidance on leadership, inner strength, ethics, and purposeful living. I think somewhere along the line, without these kind of guidance, our youth is likely to lose the way. And if in a nation which is more than 50% young population, if our youth loses its way, our country loses its way. So we need to make sure that we protect and nourish our youth with the right kind of knowledge, skills, and make sure that we continue to fly high in the eyes of the world. Further to my message, I would also like to, with deep gratitude to the monks and the team at Advaita Ashrama for their inspiring contribution to the Viswaguru campaign, carrying forward the timeless message of India's spiritual wisdom, universal harmony, and service to humanity with clarity, devotion, and dedication. Thank you very much. Namaste.